Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I hope you're doing well. I am here. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? It's World Card Making Day. And yes, why not? Why not make a card? Because I do paper craft. So let's make a card. We're going to make two, maybe three, maybe four. I don't know about all that. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. But we are going to be making one card for sure. I have these that I just have sitting here from a previous project. I'm sure that I didn't put up like I should have. But you know what? Oh, here we are. So I want a big signature, I guess, a big statement piece. So we could use this island life. We could use paradise, beach sleep. We got all these little stickers we could use. But guess what? I've been telling y'all for a while. We're gonna make, we're gonna make, and we haven't made it yet. Guess what we're doing today? We're making a washi tape background. I do have this washi tape. It says it's from Recollection, so I must have got it. I got it in D-Stash. That's where I got it from. All right, so let's go. Let's see. So we're gonna be making a sea-themed washi. This is gonna be our background. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, place it just like that. You can see just a scotch of the blue around there. So it's something to keep in mind. And we have this. Nicholas is hungry. It's not time for him to eat yet. Just so you know, you probably hear a whole bunch of noise in the background. If you do, don't worry. It's just a cat. Okay. So we don't need any of that. We got this whale, the ship. I think I'm gonna throw this orange striped in just for distraction. And then I pulled out this little fish one. So first, what we're gonna do, I do recommend having a smoother surface than what I'm using right now. So like some plastic, or if you have a glass mat, that works as well. This is 4 1/8 by 5 1/4. This is 5 1/4. And this is 5 1/2 by 4 1/2, 4 1/4. So regular A2 size card. So what we're gonna do, this paper has run its course, as you can tell. I really need to start doing something with those papers, throwing them in a junk journal or something. So now what we're gonna do is just look at these, and what we're gonna do is place them. So I think we could do line, fish, boat, fish. Let's see. We should not need that much, but nonetheless, let's see. And I haven't did a washi tape card in a while. I do like to start off in the middle versus the end, but you can do it however you like. And then just tear it. Why do I start off on the end? I don't know. It's a me thing. And now what I'm gonna do is place this on both sides. Now washi tape and I have a history of fighting sometimes. Today probably won't be any different. So I'm just going to try to burnish it down as much as possible because washi is really pretty when it's working, and then sometimes it doesn't want to work properly. The edge, fold it underneath. And this really should help it stop from uncurling, unraveling, and then folding up onto or pulling up off the card. So we're going to trim this down just as much that is needed. There we go. Probably could have trimmed it a little bit better. But that's okay. We're going to trim this down as well. I'm sure if you are a YouTube watcher of videos, lots and lots of card making videos will be out today for World Card Making Day, which is great. I thought it was international, but I'm not sure if that's two different things. But I looked it up yesterday just to make sure. I had seen a lot. I got a lot of emails about buying craft supplies. I was like, girl, I can sell you some of my stuff. That's what I was thinking in my head. I didn't tell that to the ad because it was just an email. It wasn't. Anyway, I digress. I digress. So now what we're going to do is we're going to just burnish these edges right here. All right, so now we're just going to miter the corner on this piece of tape right here. I tried to get it close enough without going over it. So then we're just going to do this, fold it down, fold it down. I'm brave right now. Normally I would probably say just use a little bit of tape and you should be okay. But I just decided I took a walk on the wild side. All right, so there we go. Now we're going to take just one little sliver of tape. Normally, if you have enough tape, you don't need to do more. You could just take this last, if you have your tape that goes protrudes past this, we could have cut this one down and just put it right here like that. But, when do I really use all my washi? Not hardly ever, right? So that's what we're doing. And then, there we go. Burnish, 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 burnish. Lift up, lift up. I'm just gonna cut the edges really well. There we go. Once more. There we go. Are you making cards on World Card Making Day? I probably will watch them tonight when I get home. I'm taking my son out. I'm just trying to not reconnect because we haven't lost connection yet. He's not a teenager and he's not, a preteen. He's a know-it-all right now. He's in that know-it-all phase where you just want to just take him and be like, the world is so much more complicated than you could ever imagine, child. Because he knows everything. I want to try to get him out of always wanting to play video games. It's kind of hard because I always want to play video games. Um, but I've lived a life, not a life, I've lived life, and I'm pretty sure. I was telling one of my friends this. I think the problem with right now, how society is everything is so abundant. I remember when I first left home, my friend and I, my best friend and I, we had went to our co-worker's house for Thanksgiving, and on our way back, she needed gas, and the gas stations were all closed because it was Thanksgiving Day, and things, were different back in the day. It was all closed, and I think that's where I don't want to go back to that stage or phase. I just want him to realize that video games will always be there. They'll always be there because you know what? They're video games. They're not going anywhere. They're not leaving. Now we didn't make this background card, and I think that I'm going to have to get a image, a strong image, like maybe this little mermaid. I don't want to use a mermaid just so y'all are clear, just so we clear, because it's so busy. Let's see. Okay, first of all, let's glue this down because you know what happens when you start working on stuff and you don't want to glue down, and this is not right. This is what we want. I'm not sure how you all feel about getting cards that are. This is not an upside card. It's just not a card that's used with that in mind. I think it's funny. I like to turn it over. Hallmark did that to me when I was younger. They'd be like, just turn it over and make sure it's from Hallmark. Like every kiss begins with K, whatever. That's what this reminds me of. I don't know why. It just does. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use our background. Or our card front, I guess, and glue it straight to the card. And I'm being a little bit adventurous and putting it closer to the edge. I've realized that I tend to have to go back and put some glue right underneath The corners, I don't want to do that. I want it to work the first time versus not working the first time. So, yeah. So we got this on our edge, yes. And we're just going to go ahead and smooth this out, smooth this out, smooth this out. You can't see it on camera, but right here, some glue. I did put glue on the edges on purpose, but I hate to have to smooth it out because sometimes I'm not fully paying attention and you know what happens. Yep, I tear the paper. You probably may have thought that, but yeah, the paper gets torn. All right, and I think this background and the other background, they are both equally busy, which could cause a problem in general. But we're gonna see. And we're gonna do the same thing. Now, this is where you don't have to worry about your washi tape unfurling anymore because you're gluing the edges down. And your glue, if you trust your glue more than washi tape, you're good to go. If you believe that the washi tape is gonna be what it says it's gonna be, don't do that. Washi tape is very pretty. It's pretty to look at. It don't always stick. You could reinforce the washi tape when you first put it down with some glue though. I like it. I turn it over first, and then I'll turn it back. Yes, there we go. We've had a rash of break-ins where I live. It was only a matter of time before they got to us, but apparently it's like a TikTok trend. Like, who makes that a trend, breaking into people's cars? Come on now. Um, but apparently it is that. And I've been I don't, I can't say I haven't been sleeping, but I have been kind of like on edge lately. Let's go put these little flip-flops down. This would have been, I had a stamp that says welcome little one. That would have been cute with that as well. So now we're just going to put our sign on here. Do we have a cool sign? And by sign I mean sentiment. hmm We could put paradise, sleep, island hopping. Let's do island hopping. This is one busy card. I like it. Do I like it? I like it. All right, let's work on the next one. All right, so we're going to be using this meow. It's a kitty cat sticker set from Dollar Tree. I've been to the Michaels. Yes, I've been to the Michaels. And I've seen some of the Dollar Tree stamp sets. I mean, Dollar Tree sticker sets at Michaels. I'm like, ooh, I'm going to go back to the Dollar Tree and get it. All right, so I'm trying to see if I want to use this pink. I guess we could use this pink one. I thought I had a black, more black. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this one, this, yeah, let's see. And it's the same process. But today I'm just going to try not to stress out. And I'm going to go right on the edge of that. So there we go. And by stress out I meant like, because you know how I had it right on the corner? I should have put it right on the edge, not directly on the corner. So we're going to do the cat heads. What's your favorite kind of card to make? Is it a quick, easy card like I tend to do? Something simple, plain? Or is it a little bit more complex where you have to die cut, then you die cut out, and then you paper piece, and then you take your decorative paper edgers, and then you add to that? Like when you're making cards, not the other paper crafting like dimensional, but just paper craft and just cards. Some reason it looks off. That's okay. Just getting my head in a little bit closer. Now, I do feel like this could be wasteful. If you are a washi tape user, it's definitely wasteful. But I'm okay. We probably won't use the kitty cat washi for a little while. This one did not adhere properly. It overlapped a little bit too much. So hopefully we could preserve this. Because as I'm looking at the washi tape, it's not as much on there as I would like. And this one's paper thin, so I feel like this came from Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby has more of a, from my experience, has more like a clear washi tape. Like I feel like this came from Hobby Lobby as well. This is a Dollar Tree one because it's more papery. But they could also came from Michaels because Michaels does have some of those. But I don't know where I got these from. It could have been, which I don't remember. It could have been Tuesday morning. Speaking of Tuesday morning, I got an email from Tuesday morning. They're online now. So, I went straight to the craft section and they didn't have any. They had storage. Those prices, ooh, goodness. Very pearl clutch worthy. And what's that store? Toys R Us is back. I was in some store and they were saying Toys R Us and Macy's now have their Halloween. No, not Halloween. Their toys of the hottest toys of the year catalog available. I'm like, it's just barely October. What is going on? We're gonna double up on a thin one. We're gonna put these little paw prints. I keep letting the tape go. Somehow I again, I know what is going on. I went above it first of all, right, and then here, some of the tape you can see lines on one side and you can't see it on the other side. So that's what's going on. Gonna just go ahead and burnish down really well, really well, really well. Yeah, we love that. Actually, I don't. I think what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I think I just had a great idea in my head. We're gonna see if this gonna work out for us. Let's go ahead and try to butt this right against that one. I wonder who came up with butting. Like butt up against something makes sense. I don't know. I don't know. Let me know. Y'all know who did that? It's so funny, the different types of conversations that you have with people and the intellect that you gain from them is always very cool. I'm going to go back with the first original one. I just wanted to get this in because I felt like I was going to miss out on it. And you know how FOMO can be sometimes. Speaking of FOMO, I have not watched one Tim Holtz video the last couple of months, weeks, days. Not one, but someone that I'm following posted some Tim Holtz ephemera yesterday. And I was like, I'm gonna watch this video tomorrow because I have something to do today. Again, I said I want to spend some time with my son. So, um, yeah, go ahead and put one little edge right here. And I was like, I can just listen to that. I like to listen to and watch while I'm driving. Watch sounds bad because I usually listen to. So that's why I'm like when I'm listening to like a tutorial, I always save it and go back and watch the tutorial again. But once I've heard it, I'm like, okay, I can understand how this is going to work out. But usually, what happens with some of the tutorials, the person, whoever the content creator is, they've uploaded the video, which I'm so forever grateful for. And it's no words, it's just music, and they're showing measurements and plopping up on the screen. Now, that cannot be done while driving. Mm-mm. That's a huge no no. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get this together. All right, so got this as our background. Card front base, I guess is what we're going with. I'm going to cover this side up because I think that's cool, the little designs. And now we're just going to, rinse and repeat from previous, glue everything down, and I'll come back. All right, so we're going to just put this little love right here. And I think we're going to stamp out happy birthday. Now I got these from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to use this little happy birthday sign, a sentiment. All right, y'all. This was so much fun. I hope that you had a great time hanging out with me and seeing some washi tape cards be made. Um, this is our first card that we did, island hopping. We got a little palm tree and some flip flops. So again, it's blank on the inside. And then we have a little cute kitty cat washi tape that says love right here and then happy birthday because we want the background to be showcased now, don't we? I want to say thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed the process of making a washi tape card, and I hope that whoever else you go over and watch, they do something else that you can put into your craft Rolodex. I want to say thank you for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.